Back to the video games before the patch breaks them. Still good games, and the patch didn't really change that much, so don't worry. We have Darth Plagueis versus Hayseed in a Kholek versus Kholek grudge match. Now, Hayseed, for those who don't know the lore, is a legendary. He's not a new player anymore, but he made his debut in the new player tournaments. One, has a really funny Discord picture that makes me smile, and two, plays a lot of Kholek Suneater, even when I consistently say he is bad. Now, I love Kholek as a character and as a concept, but I don't think he's very good right now. So it's not me saying you shouldn't ever take him ever, it's that CA should buff him, so then he becomes meta, and then we'll all take him. But Darth Plagueis is trying to challenge the Kholek throne, apparently, as we have him with Lord of the Storm and Star Crusher. On the other side, we have those, as well as Tempest Rage, so a little better combat stats on Hayseed's version. For the armies of the Warriors of Chaos, the green side have Chosen with great weapons and the Slaughter Guard, Chosen of Khorne Halberds ROR for their front line, backed up by some Marauders of great weapons, 4 Skirmish Cav, 2 Hellstriders, and a Caster of Nurgle with just heal for Kholek. On the other side, 2 more Chosen with great weapons, but then the Mirror Guard is their middle, some Armored Chaos Trolls, a Shadows Caster with Melkoths and Occam's Mindrazor, and then 4 Hellstriders and a Chaos Knight. So a little bit more heavy cav instead of skirmish. Looks like we have matching lightning bolts coming down from both sides to punish the Chosen and the Slaughter Guard. Slaughter Guard with their spell resistance, eating a bit better. Now, as you mentioned, Hayseed's Kholek does have a couple more buffs with Occam's Mindrazor and Tempest Rage, so Darth Plagueis is going to be in a bit of trouble here. Now, Kholek does have incredible stats either way, so he is dishing about as good as he's getting, and he has healing on his side as Nurgle is trying to throw a Fleshy Abundance down. But will it come in time, as Kholek has already taken a massive walloping? Fleshy Abundance is down, trying to heal him up. But Hayseed is getting the better of it, and Kholek's leadership starts to fail him. He does rout, as we have Skirmish Cav in the area trying to give a little bit of supporting fire, but the Trolls have come in, surrounding poor Kholek, as other Kholek just beats him to death, and he shatters, and now he outright dies. So Hayseed is still Lord of the Kholeks, though his Kholek only has 2,500 HP left and no healing to find anywhere. Green side is down a bit of amounts of power. We see some of their lesser leadership units routing away at the loss of their Lord. And Kholek is now hunting down the infernal Nurgle caster. Some Marauder Horsemen continue to pincushion him. Now, again, his HP is finite, does not have Fleshy Abundance or any form of healing, so each Marauder Horseman volley on him does deal a lot of damage. Hellstriders and Chaos Knights are trying to run in and peel for Kholek while he finishes off that caster. Just going to get rid of any magic, any leadership that could be on the battlefield, because heroes do have an Encourage aura. Usually, I thought, but I guess not. Whatever. Still get rid of him. Then he can't heal up the Chosen in the late game or something like that. For the green side, their Chosen, their Slaughter Guard did win the melee fight nicely. Good for them. The red side seems to be doing a little better in the mobility game, though we do have some Hellstriders in the distance that have shattered off a different Hellstrider. Those Skirmish Cav, without Kholek to lead them, are routing quickly under the harassment of these Hellstriders. 100 speed, easily catching the 77 of the Marauder Horsemen. I suppose that is when they're poisoned, so they normally have 90 speed. Still 100 should be able to catch them, especially when charging. Kholek took a lot of damage from somewhere, not entirely sure where he got hit, but a Lord of the Storm and a Melkoths onto the Slaughter Guard, but it is countered by a Fleshy Abundance that'll heal them up very nicely. And that could be a problem for the red side. Honestly, it's just these infantry. Ooh, that's a disaster. The Chaos Sorcerer of Shadows, while he had attack orders onto the Nurgle one, ends up running straight into the Slaughter Guard. Takes half his HP, and those Halberds just murking him, and he routs. So he's going to try and get away, but it doesn't look like those Slaughter Guard are going to let him go. And without your Shadows Caster, then I'm really concerned for the green side, because you have like healthy Chaos Knights and Hellstriders and crap, but none of those are going to do much against Chosen with great weapons, and then Chosen with Halberds of Khorne. Meanwhile, Kholek did die. Red Kholek looks like he died over there. Some Skirmish Cav finished him off. So both sides have the Lord is Dead debuff. Just one side has 3 Chosen, and the other side has no Chosen. The green, not the green, the red Chosen are missing? No, there they are. There they are. I'm just being blind. Blind and stupid. So it's a Chosen match. Chosen with great weapons fighting back against the Mirror Guard. Just Chaos Warriors. Sure, they're Regiment of Renowned Chaos Warriors, but still mere Chaos Warriors in the face of Chosen. Looks like green is missing a Chosen, because at the start of the game, both sides had 2 Chosen with great weapons. And then the Slaughter Guard versus the Mirror Guard, so yeah. All right, green only has 2 Chosen, and one of them is down to, yeah, third? A little under half HP. Red side still has 1 of their own Chosen, still have some armor-piercing infantry with high stats to get some work done. But there's a Nurgle healer here. Could be a bit of a problem. As the Mirror Guard and the super wounded Red Chosen are both about to flee, the healthier one is coming in with some Chaos Knight support. See how much cycle charging can really matter against armor values that high. Marauder Horsemen throwing axes, holding their own, pushing off the Hellstriders that were running down Marauders. The Marauder Horsemen tried to get away, but can't quite get away from the Chaos Knights, so they will end up in melee with them for a bit. Chaos Knights don't exactly massacre light cavalry, you know, they do decent damage, but it takes a while, and then when these guys rout, the Chaos Knights will have a hard time keeping up. Bounce power is about dead even. Did the Shadows Caster die? Looks like he did die, or he went off the map, but yeah, he did not end up coming back. Nurgle Caster is still here, throwing heal towards his regular Chosen, not the Slaughter Guard. I imagine it doesn't, but does spell resistance work against you as well? Like, if you try to use a spell like True Magic to buff up the Slaughter Guard, but they only get 60% of its value. Huh. Now I'm curious. But after that heal, these Chosen have 1,500 more HP than the other Chosen. The Slaughter Guard are still very healthy as well. I just don't see what Red can do against such reckless heavy infantry. Or as Turin might say, "Run, Turin, mer, mer." That was a perfect Turin impression. I think he was in the room. I think he was in the room with us. He snuck into my recording studio. Sorry, I didn't do it right. Chuck Norris, murder! This guy hates Turin. No, I don't. I'm just really bad at doing impressions. I only thought of it because of the like heavy metal. He always says something about heavy metal. Chaos Trolls trying to charge in. Chaos Knights cycle charging. The leadership on the Chosen is waning, but holding for now. And they're honestly putting up a good fight. The regular Chosen of the Greens is thinking about fleeing. The attacked in the rear, -14 leadership debuff, really hurting them, where it's not hurting these Chosen as much. Attacked in flank, but not in the rear, so they'll be okay. Hellstriders and Chaos Knights just chasing off anything that isn't a part of the Chosen pileup. But I liked the Chaos Knight cycle charging. I think they need to do more of it before their own Chosen routed, because now this is going to be a lot tougher. Because now these guys can turn and face whatever's charging them. They're not going to take as much of a leadership debuff, and also just not as much damage, and they'll return it too. Still, the Hellstriders are trying to cycle charge. Heavy infantry have not been having a good day in the meta in general, so it is kind of nice to see them absolutely bodying some mobility elements. Now, this is extreme. You have very much light cavalry and Hellstriders trying to kill Chosen with halberds, but it's still nice just to see heavy infantry not getting massacred by spells and run off the map. Speaking of run off the map, the Nurgle Caster randomly decided to leave. I don't know if he had any fleshy abundances left, but not anymore. And the other Chosen are routing, and the Slaughter Guard are holding with 35 leadership. They have plenty, but the red side only has a Hellstrider left, and if it routes, the game will end because you have no one left in combat. There it goes. If that Hellstrider hadn't routed and had managed to back off or something, they could have run down the other guys and then maybe continue to cycle charge a purely alone Slaughter Guard, but it was a tall order for any form of cavalry to finish off the Slaughter Guard that were just made to murder cavalry. Skirmish Cav, one of them got good value for Darth Plagueis, the other 3 really did not. It was the Slaughter Guard and his other Chosen that carried the game for him. For Hayseed, his Kholek got 1,100 more value than his opponent Kholek. Chosen on this side, less value than the other Chosen in both categories. Unfortunately for them, Hellstriders did very well, and Chaos Knights did fine. GG. Rawr.
Subscribe, yes, yes.